शांति शांति शांति। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नवं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयम् उदीरयेत्। There is a prayer for before starting Tattva bodha also, that invocation. So I'll just read that also. वासुदेवेन्द्र वासुदेवेन्द्र योगेन्द्रं नत्वा ज्ञानप्रदं गुरुं मुमुक्षूणां हितार्थाय तत्त्वबोधोऽभिधीयते. Having saluted Shri Vasudevendra, the king of yogis, the Guru who is the bestower of knowledge, Tattva bodha is expounded for the benefit of the seekers. Yeah, Dr. Brahmra will be sharing that. Yeah, Jai Gurudev. So, after that invocation, just do the invocation one more time to just get into the flow. Shri Shankara Bhagavat Padacharya Pranitaha Vasudevendra Yogindram Natva Jnanapradam Gurum Mumukshunam Hitarthaya Tattva Bodho Vidhiyate. Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampannadikarinam Moksha Sadhana Bhutam Tattva Viveka Prakaram Vakshamaha. Sadhana Chatushtayam Kim Nitya Nitya Vastu Vivekaha Iha Mutrartha Phala Bhoga Viragaha Shamadhi Shat Sampattihi Mumukshutvam Cheti Nitya Nitya Vastu Vivekaha Kaha Nitya Vastu Ekam Brahma Tad Vyatiriktam Sarvam Anityam Ayameva Nitya Nitya Vastu Vivekaha Viragaha Kaha Iha Swarga Bhogeshu Ichcha Rahityam Shamadhi Sadhana Sampattihi Ka Shamodama Uparama Titiksha Shraddha Samadhanam Cha Iti Shamah Kaha Mano Nigrahaha Damah Kaha Chakshuradi Bahyendriya Nigrahaha Uparamah Kaha Swadharmanushtanameva Titiksha Ka Shitoshna Sukha Dukkhadi Sahishnutvam Shraddha Kidrishi Guru Vedanta Vakyadishu Vishwasaha Shraddha Samadhanam Kim Chitta Ekagrata Mumukshutvam Kim Moksho Me Bhuyat Iti Ichha Etat Sadhana Chatushtayam Tataha
तत्त्वविवेकस्य अधिकारिणो भवन्ति। तत्त्वविवेकः कः? आत्मा सत्यं तदन्यत् सर्वं मिथ्येति। आत्मा कः? स्थूल सूक्ष्म कारण शरीरात् व्यतिरिक्तः पंचकोशातीतः सन् अवस्थात्रय साक्षी सच्चिदानंद स्वरूपः सन् यत्तिष्ठति स आत्मा। स्थूल शरीरः। स्थूल शरीरं किं? पंचीकृत पंचमहाभूतैः कृतं सत्कर्मजन्यं सुखदुःखादिभोगायतनं शरीरम् अस्ति। जायते, वर्धते, विपरिणमते, अपक्षीयते, विनश्यतीति षड्विकारवत् एतत् स्थूल शरीरम्। सूक्ष्म शरीरं किम्? अपंचीकृत पंचमहाभूतैः कृतं सत्कर्मजन्यं सुखदुःखादि भोगसाधनं पंच ज्ञानेन्द्रियाणि पंच कर्मेन्द्रियाणि पंच प्राणादयः मनश्चैकं बुद्धिश्चैका एवं सप्तदशा कलाभिः सह यत्तिष्ठति तत् सूक्ष्म शरीरम्। श्रोत्रं त्वक् चक्षुः रसना घ्राणम् इति पंच ज्ञानेन्द्रियाणि। श्रोत्रस्य दिग्देवता त्वचो वायुः, चक्षुषः सूर्यः, रसनाय वरुणः, घ्राणस्य अश्विनौ इति ज्ञानेन्द्रिय देवताः। श्रोत्रस्य विषयः शब्दग्रहणं, त्वचो विषयः स्पर्शग्रहणं, चक्षुषो विषयः रूपग्रहणं, रसनाय विषयः रसग्रहणं, घ्राणस्य विषयः गन्धग्रहणम् इति। वाक् पाणि पाद पायु उपस्थानीति पंच कर्मेन्द्रियाणि। वाचो देवता वह्निः, हस्तयोरिन्द्रः, पादयोर्विष्णुः, पायोर्मृत्युः, उपस्थस्य प्रजापतिः इति कर्मेन्द्रिय देवताः। वाचो विषयः भाषणं, पाण्योर्विषयः वस्तुग्रहणं, पादयोर्विषयः गमनं, पायोर्विषयः मलत्यागः, उपस्थस्य विषयः आनंद इति। कारणशरीर। कारणशरीरं किम्? अनिर्वाच्य अनाद्य अविद्यारूपं शरीरद्वयस्य कारणमात्रं सत्स्वरूप अज्ञानं निर्विकल्पकरूपं यदस्ति तत् कारणशरीरम्। अवस्थात्रयं किम्? जाग्रत् स्वप्न सुषुप्त्यावस्थाः। जाग्रद अवस्था का? श्रोत्रादि ज्ञानेन्द्रियैः शब्दादि विषयैश्च ज्ञायते इति यत् सा जाग्रदवस्था। स्थूल शरीराभिमानी आत्मा विश्वा इति उच्यते। स्वप्नावस्था केति चेत् जाग्रदवस्थायां यद्दृष्टं यच्छ्रुतं तज्जनितवासनया निद्रासमये यः प्रपञ्चः प्रतीयते सा स्वप्नावस्था। सूक्ष्म शरीराभिमानी आत्मा तैजसा इति उच्यते। सुषुप्त्यावस्था का? अतः सुषुप्त्यावस्था का? अहं किमपि न जानामि सुखेन मया निद्रा अनुभूयता इति सुषुप्त्यावस्था। कारण शरीराभिमानी आत्मा प्राज्ञा इति उच्यते। पंचकोशाः के? अन्नमयः, प्राणमयः, मनोमयः, विज्ञानमयः, आनन्दमयश्चेति। अन्नमयः कः? अन्नरसेनैव भूत्वा अन्नरसेनैव वृद्धिं प्राप्य अन्नरूपपृथिव्यां यद् विलीयते तदन्नमयः कोशः स्थूलशरीरम्। प्राणमयः कः? प्राणाद्याः पञ्चवायवः वागादीन्द्रियपञ्चकं प्राणमयः कोशः। मनोमयः कोशः कः? मनश्च ज्ञानेन्द्रियपञ्चकं मिलित्वा यो भवति स मनोमयः कोशः। विज्ञानमयः कः? बुद्धिज्ञानेन्द्रियपञ्चकं मिलित्वा यो भवति स विज्ञानमयः कोशः। आनन्दमयः कः? एवमेव कारणशरीरभूता भूत अविद्यास्थमलिनसत्वं प्रियादिवृत्तिसहितं सत् आनन्दमयः कोशः। एतत् कोशपञ्चकम्। पञ्चकोशातीतः मदीयं शरीरं, मदीयाः प्राणाः, मदीयं मनश्च, मदीया बुद्धिः, मदीयम् अज्ञानमिति स्वेनैव ज्ञायते तद्यथा मदीयत्वेन ज्ञातं कटककुण्डलगृहादिकं स्वस्माद् भिन्नं तथा पञ्चकोशादिकं स्वस्माद् भिन्नं मदीयत्वेन ज्ञातमात्मा न भवति। आत्मा तर्हि कः? सच्चिदानन्दस्वरूपः। सत् किं? कालत्रयेऽपि तिष्ठति इति सत्। चित् किं? ज्ञानस्वरूपः। आनन्दः कः? सुखस्वरूपः। एवं सच्चिदानन्दस्वरूपं स्वात्मानं विजानीयात्। जगत् अथ चतुर्विंशतितत्त्वोत्पत्तिप्रकारं वक्ष्यामः। ब्रह्माश्रया सत्त्वरजस्तमोगुणात्मिका माया अस्ति। ततः आकाशः सम्भूतः। आकाशाद् वायुः, वायोस्तेजः, तेजस्सापः, अद्भ्यः पृथिवी। एतेषां पञ्चतत्त्वानां मध्ये आकाशस्य सात्विकांशात् श्रोत्रेन्द्रियं सम्भूतम्, वायोः सात्विकांशात् त्वगिन्द्रियं सम्भूतम्, अग्नेः सात्विकांशात् चक्षुरिन्द्रियं सम्भूतम्, जलस्य सात्विकांशात् रसनेन्द्रियं सम्भूतम्, पृथिव्याः सात्विकांशात् घ्राणेन्द्रियं सम्भूतम्। अन्तःकरण एतेषां पञ्चतत्त्वानां समिष्टिसात्विकांशात् मनोबुद्ध्यहङ्कारचित्तान्तःकरणानि सम्भूतानि। संकल्पविकल्पात्मकं मनः, निश्चयात्मिका बुद्धिः, अहंकर्ता अहंकारः, चिन्तनकर्तृचित्तम्, मनसो देवता चन्द्रमाः, बुद्धेः ब्रह्म, अहंकारस्य रुद्रः, चित्तस्य वासुदेवः। एतेषां पञ्चतत्त्वानां मध्ये आकाशस्य राजसांशात् वागीन्द्रियं सम्भूतम्, वायोः राजसांशात् पाणीन्द्रियं सम्भूतम्, वह्नेः राजसांशात् पादेन्द्रियं सम्भूतम्, जलस्य राजसांशात् उपस्थेन्द्रियं सम्भूतम्, पृथिव्याः राजसांशात् गुदेन्द्रियं सम्भूतम्। एतेषां समिष्टिराजसांशात् पञ्चप्राणाः सम्भूताः। एतेषां पञ्चतत्त्वानां तामसांशात् पञ्चीकृतपञ्चतत्त्वानि भवन्ति। पञ्चीकरणं कथमिति चेत् एतेषां पञ्चमहाभूतानां तामसांशात् तामसांसस्वरूपम् एकमेकं भूतं द्विधा विभज्य एकमेकमर्धं पृथक् तूष्णीं व्यवस्थाप्य अपरमपरमर्धं चतुर्धा विभज्य स्वाधर्मान्येषु अर्धेषु स्वभागचतुष्टयसंयोजनं कार्यं, तदा पञ्चीकरणं भवति। एतेभ्यः पञ्चीकृतपञ्चमहाभूतेभ्यः स्थूलशरीरं भवति। एवं पिण्डब्रह्माण्डयोरैक्यं सम्भूतम्। I will read this Panchikarana again. This is the evolution of the tamasic aspect. Etesham panchatattvanam tamasamshat panchikrita panchatatvani bhavanti. Panchikaranam kathamiti chet etesham panchamahabhutanam tamasamshaswarupam ekamekam bhutam dvida vibhajya एकमेकमर्धं पृथक् तूष्णीं व्यवस्थाप्य अपरमपरमर्धं चतुर्धा विभज्य स्वाधर्मण्येषु अर्धेषु स्वभागचतुष्टयसंयोजनं कार्यं तदा पञ्चीकरणं भवति। एतेभ्यः पञ्चीकृतपञ्चमहाभूतेभ्यः स्थूलशरीरं भवति। एवं पिण्डब्रह्माण्डयोरैक्यं सम्भूतम्। Ishvara and the Adhisthana Devatas. Jiva and Ishvara. Sthula Sharirabhimani Jiva Namakam Brahma Pratibimbam Bhavati. Sa eva Jivaha Prakritya Swasmat Ishwaram Bhinnatvena Janati. Avidyopadihi san Atma Jiva ityuchyate. Mayopadihi san Ishvara iti uchyate. Evam Upadi Bhedat जीवेश्वर भेद दृष्टि यावत् पर्यन्तं तिष्ठति तावत् पर्यन्तं जन्म मरणादि रूप संसारो न निवर्तते। तस्मात् कारणात् न जीवेश्वरयोर् भेद बुद्धिः स्वीकार्या। I will repeat this. स्थूल शरीराभिमानी जीवनामकं ब्रह्म प्रतिबिंबं भवति। स एव जीवः प्रकृत्या स्वस्मात् ईश्वरं भिन्नत्वेन जानाति। अविद्योपादिः सन् आत्मा जीव इति उच्यते। मायोपादिः सन् ईश्वर इति उच्यते। एवं उपाधिभेदात् जीवेश्वर भेद दृष्टिः यावत् पर्यन्तं तिष्ठति तावत् पर्यन्तं जन्म मरणादि रूप संसारो न निवर्तते। तस्मात् कारणात् न जीवेश्वरयोर्भेद बुद्धिः स्वीकार्या। तत्त्वमसि ननु साहंकारस्य किंचिज्ञस्य जीवस्य निरहंकारस्य सर्वज्ञस्य ईश्वरस्य तत्त्वमसीति महावाक्यात् कथम भेद बुद्धिः स्यात् उभयोः विरुद्ध धर्माक्रान्तत्वात् इति चेन्न स्थूल सूक्ष्म शरीराभिमानी त्वं पद वाच्यार्थः। उपाधि विनिर्मुक्तं समाधि दशा संपन्नं शुद्धं चैतन्यं त्वं पद लक्ष्यार्थः। एवं सर्वज्ञत्वात् दिविशिष्ट ईश्वरः तत्त्वं तत्पद वाच्यार्थः। एवं सर्वज्ञत्वात् विधिसृष्ट ईश्वरः तत्पद लक्ष्यार्थः। उपाधिशून्यं शुद्ध चैतन्यं तत्पद लक्ष्यार्थः। एवं च जीवेश्वरयोर् चैतन्य रूपेणा भेदे बाधका भावः। जीवन्मुक्तः एवं च वेदांत वाक्यैः सद्गुरूपदेशेन च सर्वेष्वपि भूतेषु येषां ब्रह्म बुद्धिरुत्पन्ना ते जीवन्मुक्ताः इत्यर्थः। ननु जीवन्मुक्तः कः? यथा देहोऽहं पुरुषोऽहं ब्राह्मणोऽहं शूद्रोऽहम् अस्मीति दृढनिश्चयः तथा नाहं ब्राह्मणः न शूद्रः न पुरुषः किन्तु असङ्गः सच्चिदानन्दस्वरूपः प्रकाशरूपः सर्वान्तर्यामी चिदाकाशरूपोऽहम् अस्मीति दृढनिश्चय रूपो परोक्षज्ञानवान् जीवन्मुक्तः। असंग सच्चिदानंद सर्वंतर्यामी चिदाकाशरूपः अपरोक्ष ज्ञान freedom from bondage. Now what is it? Freedom from bondage. ब्रह्मैवाहमस्मीति अपरोक्ष ज्ञानेन निखिल कर्म बंध विनिर्मुक्तः स्यात्। कर्माणि कतिविधानि सन्ति इति चेत् आगामि संचित प्रारब्ध भेदेन त्रिविधानि सन्ति। उत्पत्त्यनन्तरं ज्ञानि देहकृतं पुण्यपापरूपं कर्म यदस्ति तदागामि इत्यभिधीयते। सञ्चितं कर्म किम्? अनन्तकोटिजन्मनां बीजभूतं सत् यत् कर्म जातं पूर्वार्जितं तिष्ठति तत् सञ्चितं ज्ञेयम्। प्रारब्धं कर्म किमिति चेत् इदं शरीरमुत्पाद्य इह लोके एवं सुखदुःखादिप्रदं यत् कर्म तत् प्रारब्धम्। भोगेन नष्टं भवति प्रारब्धकर्मणां भोगादेव क्षय इति। सञ्चितं कर्म ब्रह्मैवाहमिति निश्चयात्मकज्ञानेन नश्यति। आगामि कर्म अपि ज्ञानेन नश्यति, किञ्च आगामि कर्मणां नलिनी दलगतजलवत् ज्ञानिनां सम्बन्धो नास्ति। किञ्च ये ज्ञानिनं स्तुवन्ति भजन्ति अर्चयन्ति तान् प्रति ज्ञानिकृतम् आगामि पुण्यं गच्छति। ये ज्ञानिनं निन्दन्ति द्विषन्ति दुःखप्रदानं कुर्वन्ति तान् प्रति ज्ञानिकृतं सर्वमागामि क्रियमाणां यद्वाच्यं कर्म पापात्मकं तद्गच्छति। सुहृदः पुण्यकृतं दुहृदः पापकृत्यं गृह्णन्ति। तथा च आत्मवित् संसारं तीर्त्वा ब्रह्मानन्दमिहैव प्राप्नोति। तरति शोकमात्मवित् इति श्रुतेः। तनुं त्यजतु वा काश्यां श्वपचस्य गृहेऽथवा ज्ञानसम्प्राप्तिसमये मुक्तासौ विगताशयः इति स्मृतेश्च। इति श्री शङ्करभगवत्पादाचार्यप्रणीतः तत्त्वबोधप्रकरणं समाप्तम्। ओम तत्सत्। So what we should do is we should actually keep repeating this, learning them by heart. Once we learn them by heart, the definitions are there. Then whenever we are reading the rest of the scriptures, the rest of the Bhagavad Gita, whenever these terms come up, because these terms are these are the introductory texts for Vedanta. So then the definition crops up in our mind along with the meaning, and then it aids in our understanding things with clarity.
Very, very, very important, really. And in between also, we can, after every 3-4 chapters, just quick recap of these will also help.
Yeah. Actually, you know how in schools, in how it's when we were younger, how we would repeat multiplication tables and things like that. That is how we have to learn these things by heart. That will lead to less confusion, less doubts in our mind. Because these are all Vedantic definitions, no? Like what is manaha? Sankalpa vikalpatmakam manaha. Immediately you get the definition. And nishchayatmika buddhihi. Aham karta ahankaraha. And chintana kartru chittam. So the more we keep reading, the better we get the understanding.
And it makes us easily to get into witness. Because this Sanskrit, and because it is powered by Shankaracharya ji, so it immediately makes us help the shift which we expect. Na hota nahi hai, samajh mein nahi aata. That thing, it helps immediately to make a shift in our consciousness.
What I'm thinking is, if it's fine with everyone, this takes about 20-25 minutes to read the whole thing. So for the next 5 days, that is starting today, we did one. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. How about us doing this Sanskrit, uh, going through the Sanskrit part of Tattva Bodh every day before we get on to Bhagavad Gita? So then,
Dr.
the more,
Brahmata, I just have one request, because it's kind of fast reading for me,
I know, I
uh,
understand.
so
So,
only thing I wanted to ask you is if we can divide into like small portions and
yeah.
spend a little time reading it thoroughly, and so that uh, I know the meaning also. If we have it, that'd be nice. When we're reading inside.
I think, Maharaji, I think just contemplate about it. Sometimes, no, these Sanskrit things, you just by heart it, and it will start springing in from within. Its
No,
meanings
no,
and
I
its there.
understand. Even to buy heart, we have to. The things I know, but it's even it's a long lines, right? I mean, it's really hard to
Yeah,
read. I mean, I don't know Sanskrit that much, but I
But
am
what I
trying to
suggest,
learn.
Dr. Mara, because
Yeah.
I understand from where you're coming from. So what we can do is like how we learn a stotra first. We
Yeah.
learn it by heart, and then we
Mm-hmm.
can go through the meanings. So the meanings,
correct,
maybe we can do a
correct.
little bit of a self study, and we'll ultimately, of course, we'll come to the meanings. But then let's do the Sanskrit version first, so that it remains in our subconscious, and then after the five
Yes,
days of regular just reading the whole text, Tattva Bodh, once we finish the 5 days, then we can do what you've said. We'll do it in bits. We'll do it in 3 parts, maybe 3 or 4 parts. So we'll read the Sanskrit version and the meaning, Sanskrit version and meaning. That way, then I think that will become more established in us.
Okay. Thank you.
Shall we do that? In the meantime, what I suggest, I know I went through maybe a little fast in the reading. You can keep the PDF and then just follow the English meanings when it is being read. So that way, those of you who want to get to the meaning also, but I think just listening to the Sanskrit version, it will unfold itself inside.
yes.
Huh? Let's give us that
Like
opportunity
children,
to.
when we were children, how whatever mother used to pura Ram Raksha bol lete the, everything, but then it automatically springs up from the within as on the right time,
Yeah.
right ways. It springs up. So give that, have that confidence, and of course, simultaneously we will keep on reading the meanings also, because the mind and intellect needs that. But still have that trust, and the things will spring up definitely more in the depth. Jai Gurudev.
So for the next week we'll do till Tuesday we'll do this reading, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday we can break the Tattva Bodh into 3 parts and do it with the meaning. This we'll do before we start Gita. Yeah, and I think I'll give it over to Savita ji. We can continue the uh, second chapter. I think 17th verse.
17th verse, right. So I'll
Any
say,
sorry, I didn't ask. Any other suggestions? How do you want to go about this? or do you want to stay with Tattva Bodh itself for the next 5 days? Now we've run the reading once. Now, Savita ji, if you want to read the first part with the meanings, the Sanskrit version and the meaning.
I
think
I
Jai Gurudev, I think
yeah,
we can finish up Tattva Bodh and then
go to
start
second
with the,
chapter,
yeah.
no? Okay. So then,
so,
Savita ji, can you share Swami Tejomayananda's PDF?
no, I don't have it now in my this mail, so that is what difficulties would be there, because I have my PDF, but recently, my phone was full, so I I just deleted. I don't have in my, so to share that reading, no, for reading you have to have the text in front. So that I don't have now. Bodha. I have deleted many. This thing, it was showing only 5% was left of the, so I deleted quite a bit.
Okay, I'm just sharing this one. Wait, I'll just share this with. If I share it in the group, you're able to share screen?
Yeah, I from the WhatsApp, I'll take it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I will actually email it if that is easier for you.
Yeah, that would be easier. You email me. It would be fine.
I'll email it to the whole Gita Manana group. Okay, Gita Manana, I'm not able to open. I'll share it to you directly, Savitaji.
Brahmaraji, I joined very late due to my class. So could you please tell what is decided? I mean, Tattva Bodh you were reading. So we have decided that for the 5 days we will be doing Tattva Bodh and
Tattva Bodh, yeah, we'll do the chanting first, the whole recitation, and then we'll do the meanings. Savitaji, I've shared it with you by email. You can share it on the screen.
So now we are reading the Tattva Bodh.
Correct. Yes, we're going
Do
with
you
you.
want me to share it or you guys
No,
start?
Savitaji is sharing it. She's going to read
Okay.
it. So
Okay.
she will share it. Huh? It'll be easier for her. Otherwise, someone else sharing might take time.
Yeah. No problem.
kindly share it in our group, Brahmaraji, so that everybody or maybe email to everybody, please.
It was actually emailed a long time back, but if you can
Okay.
retrieve it
Was
from
it email? I will try to
email, that
retrieve.
is fine. Otherwise, I will do it later.
Okay.
Right now, from
Yeah,
my phone, I'm not
I've
able to
received,
email to the whole group.
I've received the mail, Dr. Brahma. I'll just share it.
Please share it.
The Tejaman and the book.
Oh,
Yes,
I'll have to download it first, then only I can share it. Sorry. Okay. It is not opening, no, but not download has been downloaded. Okay. Okay. Tattva Bodha. It is not opening. Why? I don't know. Yeah, open with PDF. Can you see the screen?
Yeah, it's opening now.
Please go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So from where shall I start?
Start from the invocation, the meaning of the invocation and invocative prayer.
The screen is, I have to shift it. 1 second. Yeah. Location. An auspicious beginning foretells an auspicious end. So Vedanta text begin with an invocatory prayer. We invoke the grace of the Lord and the Guru without whom no undertaking is possible. It is only due to His grace that the writing, speaking, listening, or reading of any text is possible, and with His grace alone would the text reach its culmination, its ultimate purpose being the realization of the truth. Prayer fills the heart with humility, love, and strength. It inspires us and opens the doors of our inherent creative potential. Sri Shankaracharya, true to Vedantic tradition, start the text with an invocatory prayer. वासुदेवेन्द्र योगेन्द्रं नत्वा ज्ञानप्रदं गुरुं मुमुक्षूणां हितार्थाय तत्त्वबोधोऽभिधीयते. Vasudevendra Yogendram, the king amongst Vasudevendra, the king amongst yogis. Natva, having saluted, Gyan Pradam, bestower of knowledge, Gurum, Guru, Mumukshunam, of the seekers, Hitarthaya, for the benefit, Tattva bodha, Abhidhiyate is expounded. Having saluted Sri Vasudevendra, the king of yogis, the Guru who is the bestower of knowledge, Tattva bodha is expounded for the benefit of the seekers. Vasudevendra, the consciousness pulsating in each of us, incarnated as the son of Vasudev and Devki due to the demand of the age. Yogendra, a yogi is one who practices yoga not as in Ashtang yoga. The king of yogis is the one who has attained yoga, union with the self. Also, the Lord is the king of all yogis. Gyan Pradam Gurum. Gur is the darkness, Ru remover. The Guru is one who removes the darkness of ignorance with the light of knowledge. Krishnam Vande Jagat Gurum. Lord Krishna is worshipped as the Guru of all, as all knowledge originates from the Lord alone. One of the names of Lord Krishna is Govinda. Shankaracharya's Guru was also called Govinda Padacharya. So, in this verse, along with the Lord, Shankaracharya also salutes his own teacher, the king among yogis and the giver of self knowledge. In the spiritual tradition of India, authors of text followed the convention of proving right at the beginning of the validity and purpose of writing a book. The book would not be accepted if written without a valid reason. In modern school text, we find the subject and the student group for whom it is meant specified on the cover itself. Example, Geography for Standard 5th. In this manner, the texts are readily identifiable. In the past too, authors used to present the specifications through the Anubandha Chatushtaya, which comprises the following. Adhikari, for whom the text is meant. Tattva bodha is meant for the seeker of liberation, mumukshunam. One who wants name, fame, pleasures, and the power need not waste time reading this text. Those who want to free themselves of all limitations and sorrows for all times to come alone are fit for this knowledge. Vishaya, the subject matter of the text. Tat, that, tva, ness, that without which a thing is not itself, or in other words, the essence or reality is called Tattva bodha, means knowledge. Tattva bodha is the knowledge of the reality, the subject of the text. Prayojana, the purpose of the text. The purpose of Tattva bodha is liberation. Man seeks several means of getting rid of his many sorrows. They may be temporarily alleviated, but they never end for good. Man wants to be permanently free from sorrow. This is possible only through the knowledge of reality. Sambandha. the relation of the text to the purpose and the one it is meant for. By the study of Tattva and the realization of the truth, the seeker of liberation gains liberation. It is called bodhya bodhaka sambandha. The invocatory verse not only invokes the grace of the Lord and the Guru, but also indicates the Anubandha Chatushtaya. The text begins thus: Sadhan Chatushtayam Sampanna Adhikarinam Moksha Sadhan Bhutam Tattva Prakaram Vakshyam. Sadhan Chatushtaya Sampan Adhikarinam. For those who are endowed with the fourfold qualification, Moksha Sadhan Bhutam, the means of liberation, Tattva Prakaram, the mode of discrimination, Vakshyam, we shall expound. We shall explain to those who are endowed with the fourfold qualifications the mode of discrimination, which is the means of liberation. The mode of discrimination. The word viveka comes from the verbal root vi. Is it vi or vik? Vik. Meaning to separate. Man has the subtle power of discrimination that distinguishes him from other beings. In a state of ignorance, he uses it merely to recognize objects and concepts of the world, comparing, contrasting, and categorizing them, or distinguishing between the conducive and the non conducive. Example: this is good music. The brown shirt is better than the blue one, etc. When this same faculty is used for discriminating the real from the unreal, it liberates man. The means of liberation. Avichara krito bandha vicharena nivartate. Avichara krito bandha vicharena nivartate. All bondage is due to either total lack of thinking, incomplete thinking, or wrong thinking. So, all bondage is due to either total lack of thinking, incomplete thinking, or wrong thinking. It can be removed by right and complete thinking. It is said that most problems would not arise if only we pause to think for a moment, but a moment is a long time and thinking is a difficult process. We all think from morning to night, from birth to death. But the question is, do we really think? Some thinking happens uncontrolled, irrelevant, dissociated, and distracted thoughts occur at random, and then this thinking leads to worry, anger, tension, and quarrels. Now, for a change, let us think differently. Let us think about the fundamental questions of life. Who am I? Am I the ever changing body and the fluctuating mind? What is the goal of my life? Is it merely to eat, drink, and be merry? This inquiry is the means to liberate us from all conflicts of life. Endowed with the fourfold qualifications, one may seek to liberate oneself by means of right inquiry, but one is unable to conduct it due to one but one is unable to conduct it due to one's own inadequacy. The mind is not subtle, pure, or single pointed enough to delve deep. One who has the fourfold qualifications is capable of inquiry and realization, just as one who has completed a master degree in physics is qualified for attempting a doctorate in that field. So, for inquiry, you need a stable, single pointed mind. Now,
Can you please read that? I know it's a long way, but it's
yeah, yeah,
nice about Sadhana Chadistaya, from that place.
yeah,
Yeah,
from
from
here.
here. From
Okay,
here. Yeah.
okay.
Sorry.
No, no, it's fine. Uh,
Over the
we shall
time.
explain to those who are endowed with the fourfold qualifications the mode of discrimination, which is the means of liberation. I think I should read the definition also because the more we read, the more it.
Yeah, that's why I said like from the
Sadhan Chatushtayam
time.
साधन चतुष्टय संपन्न अधिकारिणाम मोक्ष साधन भूतम तत्व विवेक प्रकारम वक्ष्याम साधन चतुष्टय संपन्न अधिकारिणाम मोक्ष साधन भूतम तत्व विवेक प्रकारम वक्ष्याम. We shall explain to those who are endowed with the fourfold qualifications the mode of discrimination, which is the means of liberation. The mode of discrimination. The word viveka comes from the verbal root vik, meaning to separate. Man has the subtle power of discrimination that distinguishes him from other beings. In a state of ignorance, he uses it merely to recognize objects and concepts of the world, comparing, contrasting, and categorizing them, or distinguishing between the conducive and the non conducive. Example: this is good music, the brown shirt is better than the blue one, etc. When this same faculty is used for discriminating the real from the unreal, it liberates man. So it is the lack of viveka which uh, doesn't let him distinguish the uh, discriminate between the real and the unreal.
Unreal. Yeah,
Yeah. The first
that's to
thing
liberate.
a man should has is a viveka.
Mm.
First qualification which he should have. Viveka,
Mhm.
the means of liberation. Avichara krito bandha vicharena nivartate. All bondage is due to either total lack of thinking, incomplete thinking, or wrong thinking. It can be removed by right and complete thinking. It is said that most problems would not arise if only we pause to think for a moment. But a moment is a long time, and thinking is a difficult process because before that happens, the reaction comes instantaneously. So, to think for a moment, it is again very difficult. We do not pause, we react. We all think from morning to night, from birth to death, but the question is, do we really think? Some thinking happens uncontrolled, irrelevant, dissociated, and distracted thoughts occur at random. And then this thinking leads to worry, anger, tension, and quarrels. Now, for a change, let us think differently. Let us think about the fundamental questions of life. Who am I? Am I the ever changing body and the fluctuating mind? What is the goal of my life? Is it merely to eat, drink, and be merry? This inquiry is the means to liberate us from all conflicts of life. Endowed with the fourfold qualifications, one may seek to liberate oneself by means of right inquiry, but one is unable to conduct it due to one's own inadequacy. The mind is not subtle, pure, or single pointed enough to delve deep. One who has the fourfold qualification is capable of inquiry and realization, just as one who has completed a master's degree in physics is qualified for attempting a doctorate in that field. So one is unable to conduct it due to its one's own inadequacy, because our mind is, it is filled with all our, we have our own previous sanskara.
Unwanted stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
it
they're
doesn't
basically
think
saying
properly.
you have to be pure and single pointed enough to delve deep. That is basically, what Antakarna Shuddhi, right? That
Yes, yes. Antakarna, so you have to
so
go into sadhana, seva, dhyan, everything. Yeah.
yeah. So the mm, we talked about sadhana Tadastya for qualifications, but you read out Viveka and
No,
Vairagya.
now it will come in detail. No, now
Oh,
this
okay. You
this
haven't read
was
that.
like an introduction
Just
to
a qualification, right?
yeah,
Okay.
and the mention was of the Viveka, which they wanted to mention, Swamiji, that most important is Viveka. When Viveka is there, then you have that discriminative mind, and then this qualification part is now coming. The
Mm.
first stop is the Viveka. साधन चतुष्टयम किम नित्य अनित्य वस्तु विवेकः इहा मूत्रार्थ फल भोग विरागः शमादि षटक संपत्ति मुमुक्षुत्वम चेति. Sadhan Chatushtayam, fourfold qualification. Kim, what? Nitya Anitya Vastu Vivekah, discrimination between the permanent and the impermanent. Iha Mutrarth Fal Bhoga Viraga, dispassion towards the enjoyment of the fruits of action here and hereafter. Shamadhi Shatka Sampatti. I am pronouncing it wrong, I think. Shamadhi Shatak Sampatti. Shatak, okay, sixfold. Shamadhi Shatak Sampatti, the sixfold wealth like Shama, etc. Mumukshutvam, yearning for liberation. Cha and iti, thus. What are the fourfold qualification? The capacity to discriminate between the permanent and the impermanent, dispassion to the enjoyment of the fruits of one's action here and hereafter, the group of six accomplishments, inner wealth, beginning with Shama and the yearning for liberation. After enumerating the fourfold qualification, each is elaborated upon. So, shall we do it tomorrow because the time is up, or we can take discrimination? It is as everyone says discrimination. I think we can read one discrimination because we don't have much manana today. Shall we read discrimination?
Go ahead, I think 3 minutes there.
Okay. Nitya anitya vastu viveka kaha. नित्य नित्य वस्त्वेकम ब्रह्म तद व्यक्तिरिक्तम सर्वमनित्यम अयमेव नित्य अनित्य वस्तु विवेकः. नित्य Nitya Anitya Vastu Vivekaha, discrimination between the permanent and the impermanent. Kaha, what? Nitya Vastu Ekam, the eternal is one. Brahm, reality. Tad Vyakti Riktam, apart from it. Sarvam, all. Anityam, are ephemeral. I am this Eve alone. Nitya Anitya Vastu Vivekaha, discrimination between permanent and the impermanent. What is meant by discrimination between the permanent and the impermanent? The reality alone is eternal. Everything else is ephemeral. This conviction alone is the discrimination between the permanent and the impermanent. Viveka is the capacity of the intellect to distinguish, categorize, and recognize one thing from another. This is present even in animals. They separate the edible from the inedible, a friend from a foe, etc. But only man can use this faculty to inquire into the relationship between the part and the whole. Amsha Amshi Vivekaha. The means and the goal, sadhana, sadhya, viveka. The good and the pleasant, shreya, preya, viveka. The self and the non self, atma, anatma, viveka. The eternal and the ephemeral, nitya, anitya, viveka. Most of us use this faculty to discriminate between two perishable objects, anitya, anitya, viveka. We distinguish between the perishable objects, not between the Nitya and Anitya. Viveka is not there. Mostly we discriminate between the Anitya, Anitya, Viveka. We do. One desiring liberation should have a well developed capacity to discriminate between the eternal and the ephemeral. Nitya, Anitya, Viveka. On inquiry, we realized that the only constant thing, the only changeless thing in the world is change. The size and the weight of the body changes, the hair grays, the moods of the mind change, our intellectual capacities and opinion change, personalities change, duties change, faith changes, and so on. The object and the beings around us change, relationship change, ec- economic, political, and social circumstances change, etc. Education, technology, fashion, lifestyle, mode of transport and communication, entertainment, everything is changing. The earth and the elements, the river and mountains, and even the sun, moon, the stars, and their configurations change. From the subatomic to the cosmic level, everything is in a state of flux. Things come and go, staying only a little while. Nothing lasts forever, however much we want it to. Is there not anything permanent? Sure, there is. For every change, there must be a changeless substratum. The changing factors are innumerable, but the changeless cannot be many. It must be one alone, and being beyond time must be eternal. This eternal factor is called Brahman, the reality in our scriptures. It is only when one intensely realizes the changing nature of everything that the changeless can be distinguished from all else. This firm determination of what changes and what does not is called Viveka, the first of the fourfold qualifications. Viveka. So maybe we'll start it again tomorrow from this Nitya Anitya Vastu Viveka. Then would come dispassion. There are, 4 Ds. I remember like this four Ds. Discrimination, dispassion, discipline, desire. So shall I stop here? Share the. Anyone wants to uh, say or share something? We haven't read much yet. Let's stop sharing. Maybe we can do the manana tomorrow because Yeah,
We don't have much time, right?
yeah,
Whatever
it's
we read
8:33.
today,
Yeah, we can read tomorrow this Sadhan Chatushtayam Kim, and then it's not a very long one, and the notes also they are not so long. So after completing, we'll complete Sadhan Chatushtayam Kim tomorrow, and then we can have Manana. We just read the first one, discrimination part, Nitya Anitya Vastu Viveka.
right?
We have done now. Second we had to do was dispassion. Discrimination was done. I'll share the start then.
Are you going to play the Maya
Yeah,
Panchakam
yeah,
today?
yeah. Mm, so-
Maya Panchakam really brings us
okay. I was
inner
sharing meditation. You share the Panchakam if you have. I don't have Panchakam. I'll stop
I
sharing.
think we will do meditation better now.
Acha, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that would be good.
Okay. Actually, what Dr. Brahmra has sent me, this meditation, this same meditation remains. It doesn't change. It is the same. Okay, I'll share this. सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिना सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
Savita ji, no audio, my dear.
audio. Uh, I don't know.
correct.
Yes, sitting.
Sorry. Audio again. Is it? Can you hear it? Oh,
No,
okay. Now
Bec-
now it's fine, right?
meditation
Now you can hear?
yes.
is accepting this moment, living every moment totally with depth. Let us keep our spine erect and body relaxed and eyes closed. Relax your shoulders. Keep a big smile on your face. You're sitting like the statue of Buddha, very serene and with a serene smile on your face. Relax your body. Let's take a deep breath in and breathe out. Become aware of your chest region, throat and chest region. If you notice some tension in the body, just let it be. Except those parts of the body where you feel a tension, the other parts are in comfort. Other parts are at peace. Become aware of that also. There are many good things about you and inside of you. Acknowledge them. They will never leave you. And the negative aspect you may see in you is never going to stay with you forever. They are all guests for some time. Let them be. Sit with the total acceptance of yourself the way you are at this very moment. Total acceptance of what is now here will lead us to deeper meditation. Let go of all the efforts. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Let go of all your effort and be in this emptiness. And slowly and gradually become aware of body and surroundings. And you may gently open